Handa naman daw ang Russia na makipagtulungan sa Pilipinas at bukas din sila sa posibilidad ng joint military exercises. Narito po ang exclusive report ni Rida Reyes.
Nakapanayam ng GMA News ang Russian ambassador to the Philippines na si Igor Kovayev. Batid daw ng Russia na gaya ng China, hindi laging positibo ang imaheng isinasalarawan sa kanila.
Believe me please, a true Russia is much different from Russia as portrayed, as showed by Hollywood movies. Our two nations deserve to know each other much better. It's time to discover. It's time to discover the Philippines for many Russians and vice versa.
Sabi ni Kovayev, bukas daw ang Russia na makipagtulungan sa Pilipinas, kabilang na ang posibilidad na magsagawa ng military exercises. Inihahanda ng araw ang planong pagbisita ni Duterte sa Russia. Nauna nang nagkita sina Duterte at Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev sa ASEAN Summit sa Laos noong isang buwan.
He was deeply impressed by the personality of His Excellency President Duterte. Please formulate your wish list. What kind of support, what kind of assistance do you expect from Russia? And we'll be ready to sit down together, to come together, to sit down together and to discuss what can and should be done. So, and I'm saying again, so it includes any area, any field of possible cooperation.
Suportado raw ng Russia ang kampanya ni Duterte laban sa droga, lalo pat minsan na rin nila itong naging problema. Kaya sa kabila raw ng kaliwat kanang batikos na international community kay Duterte, hindi kailanman makikialam ang Russia.
We don't interfere into domestic affairs of other sovereign states. I'm saying again, it's a fundamental principle of our foreign policy. So, it's not our business to give advices to the government of any other country what they should do.
Rida Reyes, GMA News.
President Rodrigo Duterte plans to open an alliance with China and Russia in terms of trade and commerce. Rosalie Cos will tell us why.
President Rodrigo Duterte aims to promote good relations with China and Russia. In his speech this afternoon, President Duterte says he has spoken with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
I'm going to China. I will open up all avenues of trade and commerce. They can come in.
However, President Duterte clarifies that he is willing to sign a 60-year contract to build factories but will not allow selling of land properties to Chinese investors.
I can give them 60 years plus another 60 years. By that time, you won't need your factory here already. Bigyan ko 60 years, renewable for 60 years. Okay, bakit pa sila magbili ng lupa?
Aside from this, President Duterte also had a one-on-one conversation with Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev and was able to express the kind of alliance he wanted to have with America as well as Russia.
Oh, nag-one-on-one. Matagal kami, sabi ko na I think I'm about to cross the Rubicon between me and the United States. At least for the 6 years. I would need your help in everything. Trade, commerce, and I will open up.
President Duterte once again says that he doesn't intend to break ties with America, but he also does not want military alliances with them. Rosalie Cos, UNTV News and Rescue, Malacanang.
Tinawag ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na crossing the Rubicon o wala ng balikan ang pagdistansya niya sa Estados Unidos. Hindi raw kasi patas ang Amerika kahit sa mga kaalyado nito tulad ng Pilipinas. Desidido naman ang Pangulo na palakasin ang ugnayan sa Russia at China. Umaaksyon si Jeff Caparas.
You listen to your about to cross the Rubicon.
Sir, what does that mean in foreign policy?
It is the point of no return.
Ganito inilarawan ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang pananaw niya sa relasyon ng Pilipinas at Estados Unidos ngayon. Kung ang Pangulo ang tatanungin, panahon na para patibayin ng Pilipinas ang relasyon nito sa ibang bansa, kahit pa sa mga itinuturing na karibal ng Estados Unidos tulad ng Russia at China. Sinabi ng Pangulo ang pahayag na ito sa pakipagpulong kay Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev kasabay ng pagtalakay sa iba-ibang issue tulad ng kalakaran.
I said I had a good time, good talk with the Prime Minister Medvedev. I will open up the Philippines for them to do business, alliances of trade and commerce.
Isa raw sa mga dahilan ng tila pagkaumay niya sa Estados Unidos ang hindi pantay na pagtrato nito sa Pilipinas bilang kaalyado. Halimbawa na lang sa usapin ng pagtulong sa oras ng digmaan.
You know, there is a RPUS pact that was in the 50s. It says that an attack on the Philippines would be an attack of the United States. But in the United States Constitution, it says that before a president can declare war with anybody in defense of an ally, he has to go to Congress for permission to go to war. That's the problem. So if the Congress will not give him that authority, what will happen to us?
Tingin ng Pangulo, ito na ang tamang panahon para bumalangkas ng bagong foreign policy ang bansa.
It cannot be just a one-way traffic here. Even if I am a president of a small republic, I will see to it that in matters of principle, we are in parity. Tabla.
Bukod sa Russia, balak din ng Pangulo na makipag-usap sa China para resolbahin ang issue ng agawan ng teritoryo at pag-usapan ng tungkol sa ekonomiya.
I said I'm ready to not really break ties, but we will open up alliances with China, and after China, I think I'll go to Japan and I'll go to Russia. And never mind about the ratings.
Nauna nang sinabi ni Digong na interesado siya na bumili ng mga armas sa China at Russia. Muli namang inimbitahan ng Pangulo ang United Nations at Amerika na mag-imbestiga tungkol sa extrajudicial killings. Pero ilang kondisyon ang inilatag niya.
We will do it in our jurisdiction. We will have sanctions. Because what can I do? What is the remedy available to me kung nagsinungaling ka? And if there were no killings, this is official, I will resign tonight.
Ayon naman sa Department of Foreign Affairs, posibleng humarap ang Pangulo sa UN Rapporteur oras na matuloy ang pagpunta nito sa Pilipinas.
Well, yun kasing gustong mangyari ng Pangulo, no? Kung meron silang mga tanong, gusto rin niya makapagtanong. So, tuloy na sabi ko, yung TOR na yan, subject to consultation and agreement.
Pagkatapos ng sunod-sunod na pagbisita ng mga ambassadors ng iba't ibang bansa, ay sunod namang dumalaw at tumungo sa Davao City si Russian Ambassador to the Philippines, Igor Koyayev, upang makipagpulong kay President-elect Rodrigo Duterte tungkol sa bilateral cooperation sa pagitan ng bansang Pilipinas at Russia. Ayon kay Koyayev, napag-usapan nilang pagpapatibay pa ng joint trade and economic cooperation sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa, kabilang ng pagpapalakas ng relasyon ng Moscow at Manila.
We made one joint conclusion. It's time to enhance, to greatly promote our bilateral cooperation in different fields. So it's time for the Russians to discover the Philippines and vice versa. It's time for the Filipinos to discover Russia, because our two countries have a great potential for cooperation in many fields.
Dagdag pa ni Kovayev, nabukas rin si Duterte sa pagpapatupad ng mga proyekto sa iba't ibang larangan gaya na lamang ng trade and economic cooperation, security, education, science at culture.
So what's needed now is to develop the cooperation in practical terms, is to elaborate and implement specific concrete projects in different fields. Our relations are really friendly. I would like just to remind you that we have a very positive legacy of our bilateral cooperation. We have no disputes, no political contradictions or differences.
Sa kabilang banda, sinabi naman ni Kovayev na handa silang makapagtulungan upang masugpo ang problema ng dalawang bansa pagdating sa terorismo.
So both Russia and the Philippines suffered a lot from terrorism. This is a common threat to all of us, and it's not possible to eradicate, to eliminate terrorism alone. All of us should combine our efforts, and we discussed this subject in this way. And we have a full mutual understanding in this respect.
Nag-uulat para sa News 9 Philippines, Joma Santos Sunshine Media Network International.